Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and I'm going to be doing a unboxing slash big review on this Red Death 1/6 scale figure from Virtual Toys, and this is happening thanks to my buddy Logan, otherwise known as Merc_Bat on Instagram. Logan, thank you so much, man, for giving me the opportunity to review this piece. I wish I owned it, but getting to review it on the channel and having it on there is just as awesome. So thank you so much, Logan. I really can't wait to get stuck in with this. I'm a huge Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption 2 fan, and this figure gives you the ability to either have a John Marsden or an Arthur Morgan look, and the amount of accessories is just insane. I haven't really seen any reviews on this on YouTube just yet, so I'm getting in there pretty early, again thanks to Logan. So I hope you enjoy it, folks. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and drop a like on this review. Share it with your buddies. Sit back and enjoy. I'll just take a moment to look at the slipcover here. The front of the box is nice and simple. I display my figures with the boxes, so that would look quite pleasing for me. It wouldn't look too bad at all. It carries on around the sides. It's got both guns drawn, and on the back, quite simple, nothing to get too excited about. You've got some information there. And now I've just lifted away the slipcover, and that is the back. And nothing on the sides. And then we have the figure inside, all protected, nice and snug. Alright, so here we have the figure and the other accessory. That's the John Marsden look, and this is with the Arthur Morgan head on there. So we've got 3 layers of goodies. There's a lot of stuff here. I'll take a look at all of this. I'll remove the clamshell so it's not so reflective. There's the base. Okay, so here is all of the accessories and the figure itself and the 2 spare coats. There's just a lot of stuff here, man. This is incredible. I'll just take a look. So we got the bow and the arrow, 2 pistols, a sheath for the knife, sawn off, or a shotgun of some kind. Sorry, I'm not very good at my guns. And then some of the stuff I'm not sure exactly what it is. That might be for maybe part of this, I don't know. And then the 2 holsters for the guns, various bits and pieces. Dynamite's pretty cool. There's some spare wrist pegs. What is that over there? This thing. I'll find out what that is during the review. And the hat looks really nice. Let's get the detail on that. Wow, that's nicely done. Very nice. This little satchel. Very nice, very nice. That moves. And then, oh, there's a raccoon hat. That's pretty sweet. Has that got a wire in it? Maybe. I think it has. Cool. Some shotgun shells. And the stand. Does that just say Red Death on the front? I guess it does. It says Virtual Toys Red Death. It's silver. It's cool. Oh wow, these are nice. We'll get a better look at those in a little while. These seem to be plastic, but considering the amount of stuff you get, it's not too much of a big deal. Here's Arthur, Mr. Morgan. Just remove. I'm dying to get the hat on him. Alright, so that's sculpted plastic separation at the ankle. That's really convincing looking though. That's quite cool that it's sculpted. You never have to worry about any deterioration with that. Really good sturdy feeling ankles. Shouldn't have any problems standing. There's Arthur. Put the head on him. Just gonna do it. Oh man, see, it just comes to life with that. I knew it would. That looks awesome. There he is. And the amount of hours I spent as this guy playing that game. Alright, that looks really good. Let's just take a look at this John Marston head sculpt. It's pretty damn good. That's going to look amazing with the hat on too. Let's get a look at this rifle. Very nicely painted. And the other one over here too. This is also very nice. Doesn't seem to have any moving parts though, so I won't be forcing that, but that doesn't seem to move. Could be wrong, but it's not moving for me. Alright, so this is everything it comes with. It's a lot. It's a bit daunting from a review side of things, but I'll get it done. I want to try and show him in all the different looks with those coats there, and obviously switching the head sculpts around and switching it between John and Arthur. But that is very impressive. Very satisfying amount of goodies to play with. So I guess I will start by just seeing how easy it is to change over the hands, and we'll just get him holding on to one of his pistols and outstretch the arm, get him pointing the gun at us and see how that looks and how easy it is to achieve it. Be sure to take care when putting the gun in the gun holding hand, particularly with his trigger finger. Plastic guns in 1/6 scale have very fragile triggers. That's generally the way that goes, so be very careful. Just do things slowly. Make sure you're gentle. Alright, so changing over the hand in this instance was not too stressful at all. It came off easy and went on pretty easy. Because it's this kind of design, you won't get any wrist articulation. But you know, you can turn it, but you won't be able to get the pivot and all around movement because of the extended design. But with the regular ungloved hands, which are really, really nicely detailed, by the way. Let me just zoom in on that. There we go. That's better. And see, the detail on these is pretty incredible. Alright, got the hat on too to complete the look. He does come with this protective wrapping all over his torso, so I better check with Logan first, see if that's okay to remove. Yeah, I think it's probably best to just leave that protective covering on there, because he doesn't come with any other shirts. It's just the coats you're going to be changing, so you'll never be taking off the shirt anyway. So I won't leave the covering on. Pew, 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 mother. That looks pretty cool. Double trouble, dual wielding pistol action. Just walked into the saloon. Don't nobody move unless you want to pay an early visit to the maker. And they give you that double bend in the elbow too, so you can really get some good articulation in the arms. It's got really good balance too because of those sculpted plastic boots. The hard plastic allows for really good balance. I mean, you can see how close his legs are together. You know, stepping forward. And he's not even on his stand. He's standing up perfectly well by himself. So that's with both the elbows bent quite almost to the limit because of the jacket. You could probably get it even more than that, but it is definitely a double bend elbow. It's just you got a couple of layers of clothing going on. You've got some nice pivot in the ankles. The feet are nice and flat on the ground. Well, it looks like it's actually really easy to change over the heads, because I was kind of leaving that for later because I thought it was going to be a bit of a headache pulling the head off the neck, but that was really easy. Then we'll take the John Marston and we'll just put it on there. It's done. Alright, let's see how he looks. I gave him some accessories to hold on to make it a bit more interesting, but there is the John Marston head on the body. Let's complete it with the hat. We'll get a closer look at the paintwork on the heads. Don't worry about that. This is the first time I'm seeing this head sculpt with the hat on, by the way, so Just let me take a moment to... is that fitting on the head right? Might have to... Okay, let me see. That seems to be sitting, as far as how it feels, that seems to be sitting in the kind of right spot. It looks a little bit funky on him. Not gonna lie. The hat definitely seems to fit better on the Arthur Morgan head. That's interesting. That's a shame, because I've got to be honest, I kind of prefer a John Marston figure. I'll see how that works out as the review goes on. Right, so the inside of the hat actually has, indentations to match the sculpt of the hair from Arthur's head. So I think it's definitely, it is Arthur's hat, right? So, that sits on his head absolutely perfectly, as you can see. But not so much with John Marston. Damn. Well, is what it is. I'm sure there's a solution somewhere, but I'll leave that up to Logan. It is his awesome piece after all. Check out the stubble. Stubble action. Right, well, I'm going to try a different look now. I think I'm going to go with this coat here from what I believe is from the beginning of Red Dead Redemption 2 when they're in the snow. So let's try that. We'll be going back to the Arthur Morgan head and hat. Alright, well, Arthur is about to give this can a Big Valley Peaches what for with that knife. Open it up, get it in you. Some good eating. Alright, so I have put the gun holsters on the belt. It's a little bit tricky to do. You have to undo the belt at the front there. That's easy enough, but then you've got to work around the little loops that the bullets go into. The main tricky bit was just getting the knife holder, the knife sheath, whatever you want to call it. That was the trickiest one, but the actual gun holsters, that was fine. But it certainly helps with the overall look. I'm just thinking about reloading. I am having trouble with the, is it called a bandolier? I can see how it works, but I can't get it to fit right. It's really baggy on him. And I've looked at promotional pictures of the figure and trying to copy what they've done, and I thought I did it, but it's still really baggy on him, so I'll have to work on that. But he's pretty much fully loaded, ready to go. You should do what I'm doing while I'm doing all the switching around, just making it a bit less stressful by having something nice and chilled out playing. On YouTube, you've got the Red Dead Redemption 2 ambient music and ambience. Really nice little video. It does have music playing, but I've stopped it on a bit where it's just the ambient sound of the world. But yeah, having fun putting on this coat. Well, that looks really good. I believe that is the look from the beginning of Red Dead Redemption 2, pretty much. I remember this coat, and it fits on him really well. Wasn't too hard to get on there. And you've got so many options when it comes to how to display this piece. This is definitely a good option. Shame we can't really see the gun holsters and all the cool stuff on his belt there, but you do have a wire running through the coat here, so you can kind of get that to look like it's blowing in the wind if you like. You can see here. It's not the strongest wire, but it is in there. That's a pretty good look. Just got him holding on to one of his little bottles here, contemplating quenching that thirst. Alright, now I've got his satchel on, is that what you call it? Little satchel. That really kind of completes this look. I wanted to put his little scarf on there as well. I checked the pictures to see how that goes. I may not mess with it though, because I can see it just sort of tucks in, but then you've got to try and fold this and get it to look natural. So his neck's going to be a little bit cold out in the snow, but he's got most of his gear. He's still got all of his gun holsters and bullets and all that stuff underneath the coat. But that, I mean, that is a beautiful look right there. Looks really high quality. I'll just back up off it and check that out. It looks fantastic. Before I change the look, I just want to linger on this one just for a little while, because I do think that looks absolutely fantastic. And with all the accessories, you don't want to overcrowd it. You might not have anything on there if you want, but you can just kind of chuck them in there just to give the whole piece just a little bit more detail. Just, I mean, it doesn't need it. It's a beautifully detailed piece, but you can just decide what you want on the base, if anything. Looks really nice. Someone walks in the room, not too familiar with the hobby, and they see this, like, hang on a minute, I spent a great deal of time as this dude, and you got him in 1/6 scale, and look at all these cool accessories. And that's just, it's not even scratching the surface. We've got a lot of stuff here. I'll just get you some footage of him coming around on the rotating base in this look before I change it. I'll let you soak it up. Virtual Toys did one hell of a job. There's no doubt about that. Alright, we'll put Arthur in another pose with a different look here, something a bit more relaxed. He's been fishing. He's got the catch of the day and his fishing rod. And his satchel and his knife, 2 guns, all on his belt. Nice detail on the fish. That's another cool option for displaying him. We have another cool look for using the fish accessory and the fishing rod. And just come around here, he's checking out his catch. You need quite a bit of space for the fishing rod because that is long. That looks excellent. Alright, so I'm just going back to the John Marsden head now, and the hat seems to be fitting a little bit better. It still definitely seems like it's meant to be on Arthur Morgan rather than John here, but it still works. I mean, it just seems to sit a little bit high, but certain angles like that looks fine again. So it might just be me looking at it from the front here through the phone. Maybe. Let me zoom in and see if that affects the way it looks. Yeah, it's not too bad, not too bad. But I'm going to try the other look now with this coat. So I'll bring it right back to you. We'll see how this looks. Okay, coat is on, and I think this is a really cool look. That is tempting. Well, damn it. That winter coat, when he was Arthur Morgan from the beginning of the game, that was probably, I was going to say my favorite so far, but this is quickly getting there. We haven't even put the hat on yet. Go ahead and do that. Oh man. That's badass looking. Just casually just holding out that pistol. Got him holding on to his little sack of whatever. Could be whatever you want it to be. What's in the bag? Look at that. That's beautiful. Let's go ahead and put on the kind of mask that goes over his face when he doesn't want to be recognized. That's going to look cool. The mask is really cool because it has kind of elastic at the back, so It looked like it was going to be quite a tight fit getting over his head, but then noticed the elastic and that put that to rest. So that looks really cool. Can only imagine how badass it's going to look once the hat's back on. Go ahead and do that for you. There we go. Outlaw. There we go. Go ahead and put the money in the bag. Don't give me no trouble. Because you know where I'll send you. The maker. Yeah. Oh man, that is friggin' cool. That's probably how I would display mine if I had one of these. Mask on. But then you're going to risk, folks, don't forget, with these kind of black material clothing items or accessories like this, you would probably get some stainage on his face if you left that on for longer than a day, maybe. It's better safe than sorry, folks. Take your pictures, film your video, and then take the mask off the face. I reckon as badass as that looks, and it really, really does. This outfit, this combo, this is working for me. You got the beautiful buckle on the belt, you got the gun in the holster there showing he's holding the pistol. You know, you could have whatever you want in that hand. There's so many different things to choose from, you know. But that is a really cool look. That is a really cool look, man. I love that. Just show it to you on the rotating base. Let it come around a few times. Beautiful coat, man. There's a lovely kind of, not velvet, but that kind of feel, you know. Somewhere like, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong word, but you know, it just feels really nice to the touch. And the fit is really nice on the body. Doesn't look baggy. Don't think there's much of a wire in this coat, but you don't really need it. It falls quite naturally. You got the nice detail with the beautiful gold buttons and the collar. You can put that up or down if you want to. And there's those gold buttons, really nicely done. Love the detail on the sculpt of his hand. Look at that. The gun looks awesome. Back of the collar's got a cool design on it. Got the mask to look, just the eyes showing, just the peepers. Alright, now I managed to get the bandolier on, and it seems to be fitting better now. So it just completes this look a little bit more, and I got him holding the shotgun in his other hand. It's nice seeing the shotgun shells wrapped around him there, kind of breaks up the colours a little bit. Brings a little bit more vibrancy into the look. But this is seriously the way I'd be tempted to display him. It's a damn shame that the, like I said, the situation with leaving the mask over the face like that could lead to staining issues. Probably not worth the risk, but I mean, maybe you could get yourself a cheap third-party head and do what you need to do and make that your kind of sacrifice head for when you want to display the mask on like this, because it is so cool looking. That might be something worth considering. You could probably get yourself a, you know, one of the Red Dead kind of head sculpts on 1/6 kit. I'm pretty sure they got some decent third-party ones on there for not much. Maybe about $30 or something. Then you wouldn't have to worry about the staining issue, because man, this is just too cool a look not to rock. Really, really awesome. So we'll take a close-up look at the John Marston head sculpt first. And really good paint job on the eyes, and the sculpt of the hair is done really well. We've got some cool scars going across the bridge of the nose, across his lips, under his cheekbone there. I think that was when he was attacked by wolves, was it? At the beginning of Red Dead Redemption 2. Check out the profile. Really well done. I'll go ahead and put his hat on. Press it down some. That looks fantastic. done. Good job with the stubble too, and the kind of complexion of the skin. Those details are there, it's not just a flat skin tone. You got that kind of speckling effect. You see the eyelashes. Really, really good work. And just going to look around a little bit. There we go. Yeah, it's a fine looking sculpt, man. That's John Marsden through and through. Alright, now moving on to the Arthur Morgan head sculpt. And this one, definitely when the hat's on, it looks, I think, really, really like him. But without the hat, I don't know, I guess it's because I tended to rock my look for him a bit more shaggy, longer hair with a beard. That was how I was doing it. Trying to grow a real big handlebar mustache. Got that done towards the end of the story. But this is a more almost clean kind of look. It's got the, it's got the stubble. You wouldn't want him completely clean shaven, or would you? I don't know. I wouldn't. I like a little bit of gristle. There you go. Little cut under his right eye there, the right cheekbone. Yeah, sculpted really well. Let's put the hat on. Again, this hat definitely seems to fit this head sculpt way better, way more snug. And then straight away, that just looks really accurate to how he appeared in the game. And I love the way the hat's done. It's sculpted and weathered so well. Really good job with that. And the details of the back of the hat as well. And the little tassels coming down there. So 2 really good head sculpts, I think. If I had to choose between the 2, I'd probably, I don't know, maybe just because of spending so much time with John Marsden through that first Red Dead Redemption. But really do like Arthur Morgan as well. But like you saw earlier, I really do like the look with this head sculpt and the hat and the mask covering the face. With this outfit, I just think that looked amazing. So I might go with the, if I was going to choose, go with the John Marsden. But hang on a minute. I forgot about the raccoon hat. Go ahead and pop that on there. So, it's interesting. Obviously that's going to be more for the winter coat look, but just show you so you can see it. Alright, you know what? I'm also going to show you them like this as well, because I can just get really up close and personal, and I think you're getting a much better look like this. So I do think the John Marsden head sculpt has more detail. His skin is just has more to it. There's more, just more of a story on his face. All the history on it. So really digging that. Nice sculpt with the hair. Check that out from all the angles. Yeah, I definitely prefer this one. Not that there's anything wrong with the Arthur Morgan one. That one's cool too. I really like this. Let's do the same thing with Arthur Morgan. Head. Leave the hat on for a sec. Yeah, that angle right there. That's sweet. Alright. Howdy, ma'am. That doesn't sound like him, does it? He had a deeper voice. Not quite as deep as Mr. Sam Elliott. Man, I wish someone would make a Sam Elliott cowboy figure. I'd be all over that. Let's have a look at some of these other accessories, nice and close up like this. Let's check out the fish. Fish action. Look at that. It's painted nicely. Very nice. Nicely done. And let's check out this bottle. Prairie Moon Gin. Oh, it's gin. Oh god, leave that alone. Don't like gin. It's rank. 2 Fist Distillery. Very nice. Oh, and on the back as well. Look at that. Fine detail. Fine detail on that. Then we have this can of Big Valley Peaches. Look at that. Very nice. Oh, there's nothing on the back. That's nicely detailed. We got a pack of, what does that say? Oh, hang on. There we go. Is it upside down? I think it's upside down. Standard strength something. Cigarettes. Maybe it's chewing gum. I don't know. Probably cigarettes. Dynamite. For blowing things up. Or for making a point. That's really nicely done. Good detail on that. You got this tiny little satchel-y thing, man purse. I'm not sure. It doesn't open up from what I can tell. It's just a thing he can hold. I thought maybe it had a magnet and it goes onto his belt, but I couldn't get that to happen, so I don't think it does. We have this, which I haven't opened yet, and I can see that there is actually stuff in here. So I'll go ahead and take this, open it up. Okay. So we have deputy sheriff, something about a bank. Oh, we're at the Times for the bank job they were doing, or they were going to rob the train or whatever. Some other bits and pieces here. Nice drawing that he did. That's cool. I wonder if these are the same as in the game. I'd have to check, but I ain't going to do that, to be honest with you. But I'll just have to take their word for it. It's nice, though. Nicely done. Very cool. And that's it. That's very nice looking material, too. And the raccoon hat, we get a better look at that now. That's nicely done. Fits really well on Arthur Morgan's head. I think this has a wire. Yeah, it has a wire. It's pretty cool. Bit of mixed media. You got the sculpted plastic with a bit of, you know, raccoon tail action. Very nice. Now we've got the spurs that go onto the back of his boots, but I noticed and I messaged Logan straight away that this one doesn't seem quite right. I mean, you can tell that's not supposed to look like that, because this one doesn't have that weird white line. I think it's like a hairline fracture or something, like it's a bit bent in as well. You can see it's not moving much. I don't want to try putting it on, so I just left the spurs alone. But you do get them, but they do seem quite fragile, so watch out for that. Is there anything in his satchel here? No, I think it's just got a bit of sponge padding to fill it out a little bit, but that's nicely done too. Very nice. And then you saw the fishing rod earlier. That's really cool. This turns. That's good. Got a fishing line in there. It's all connected along here. It's very long. It's a big accessory. It's cool that he comes with it though. Oh, look, you got the little the bait or whatever. That's there. That's present and correct. Oh, and we have the bow and arrow, which I haven't actually used with him yet. I don't know if I want to risk doing that kind of pose where you have to, you really got to, put the arms through some work to get them to really utilize this accessory properly. It's nice that he comes with it, but I don't think I'm going to be posing him with this, folks. It's not my figure. I don't really want to risk, but that's cool though. It probably actually fires. Look, Oh, well, listen to that. Boom. Yeah, so it's pretty good. Pretty good. I like the detail on the arrow head. And here as well. Nicely done. So cool bow and arrow. Then onto this shotgun, which doesn't seem to have any moving parts. We saw this earlier, but I'll just give you one little look here while we've got everything set up. But this is very nicely done. What say you? I think it's looking pretty damn sweet. I wish I had have put a pre-order in. I knew, like, this one and the other one that's coming out, I forget what it's called, but there's another kind of Red Dead unofficial third-party figure coming out soon. I should have at least pre-ordered one of them, but, you know, just kept thinking, oh, space, where am I going to put it? And, you know, I love the game, but I don't know. I do love the game. But seeing this one has certainly, you know, been a pleasant experience. That's basically, no, I mean, there's more stuff like this, but do you really need to see that? There it is. See, it's just a little sack of something. And then you have this, which I remember when you have to go down and plunge the plunger, set off the explosives. So that's cool. It's quite heavy. It's alright, you know, it is what it is. Now, just give you a close-up look at his pistols. You can see the weathering on here, the oil on the barrel. I believe that's what that is. But you can pretty much take the whole pistol apart on both of them. You can disassemble it. And you can check out the detail on the hand there as well. Really impressive stuff. Look at that. You'd swear that's metal. It's plastic, but it really does look like metal. It's a beautiful, beautiful weapon. Look at that. And John just holding the shotgun here so we can get a close look at that. Check out the details on it. This moves. Is that a lock? I assume that moves kind of back and forth, and you can put the shotgun shells in the gun. You can do that. You can see where it comes away, and then you can put your shells in. Give you a little close up on the texture of the clothing here. You see that texture action. You see the stitching. Very clean, very well done. Very nice. Close up on that belt. And all those little bullets. They're removable. I'm trying not to misplace any of those. Alright, well, thank you for holding the gun for me, John. That's very helpful. So folks, I'm going to wrap up the review. Don't want to keep it much longer. It's already been quite a long one, I'm sure, maybe about 45 minutes or something like that. But with all the accessories that this guy comes with, I just wanted to try and give you a nice thorough review. I'll give you a score out of 10 on this guy. So I really am trying to think of a reason not to give him a 10 out of 10. You get a lot of cool stuff with him, and you can achieve quite a number of different looks for the figure and different combinations. I mean, I only scratched the surface in this video here. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Again, it's all thanks to my buddy Logan, otherwise known as Merc_Bat on Instagram. He's the one who spread his wings and swooped in and saved the day with this review. I didn't think I'd be reviewing any of the Red Dead stuff. But thank you, Logan. And it's not the first time Logan's actually sent something my way to review. The Scarlet Spider by Hot Toys, that was him. So Logan, buddy, thank you so much, man, for trusting me with this piece, and it's been a pleasure to review it. Really glad to have this on the channel. The game does mean a lot to me. I've spent so many hours in the first Red Dead Redemption and then the second one, and I just find that those games you can just dip back in. You can like not play it for a year, and then one day you think, I think I'm going to dip in and do a bit of free roam on Red Dead and just see what kind of adventures I get up to, because that's the kind of game, man. You can get on your horse and just pick a direction. You just slowly start riding and things will happen, and it's an amazing game. I love it. can only imagine what's in store with the third Red Dead Redemption game a few years from now, with all the new consoles and the graphics just getting to an incredible level of detail. I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2 is already just, I mean, a stunning game to look at, and so is the first one. That game still looks great. But, so, you know, a score out of 10 for this piece. I don't see any reason, I'm sorry, I know you're probably thinking, oh, he's going to give it 10. But why would I not? I'm trying to think. I mean, yeah, it'd be nice if some of the weapons were metal, but I don't know how much Logan paid for this piece, but I'm pretty sure it was a reasonable price when it was going up for pre-order. So I don't think it broke the bank too much. I can only assume, but I think this was a pretty reasonably priced figure when it was up for pre-order. So that considered, with everything you get, and the two different head sculpts, both fantastic. How many coats? That one, this one, and that one. So we got two coats and one jacket. The great shirt underneath. The belt's done really well. I love the whole package, man. Just got to give it a 10. I don't see any reason not to. This is a really, really good release. Try and get it while you can. It's Virtual Toys who made this, so I don't know how many they made. I don't think it would be on the scale of like Hot Toys or Sideshow Collectibles. You probably want to get this sooner rather than later. This will be more than likely quite a sought after piece. I mean, you've seen what it looks like in this video, man. It's a stunning, remarkable piece. I really, really have enjoyed doing these videos. So keep it locked to the channel. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to drop a like on it, share it with your collector buddies, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and come check us out at our store at www.thefigurePit.com. we got a lot of cool stock in at the moment. And yeah, got a Hannibal Lecter Blitzway 1/6 scale figure review coming up on the channel real soon. There's plenty of new content coming up on the Figure Pit YouTube channel, so make sure you jump on over and subscribe to that too. And that's it. Just trying to keep you guys as entertained as possible during lockdown. And let me give him a little turn for you here. Give you one last look before we call it a day. But it's crazy how it worked out, you know. Caustic Plastic sent along the Bud Spencer figure to review, and literally the day after, now I'm reviewing another cowboy. And in the 13 something years I've been doing this on YouTube, I've never reviewed a cowboy, and then suddenly I do two in a row. It's just, that's the way it goes, I guess. But I hope you've enjoyed it, folks. I certainly have. I'll see you real soon. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, look after each other. Bye bye.